What's up guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is Rugby World Cup time, and it's predicting the underdogs. Could an underdog in this Rugby World Cup cause an upset? A lot of you wanted me to talk about these teams, and that's what I will do in today's video. So if you're new here, haven't yet subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So much content on its way, so you don't want to miss out. So let's go through the logs. Or the current pools of this Rugby World Cup. Now, there's obviously teams that you might not think would pick up a win, but as we've seen in the past, especially in 2015, we saw South Africa lose to Japan. And you know, everyone, it's been 4 years and the world is still talking about it. And that brings me to today's video, where could Japan cause another upset? They're at home. They have an opportunity to really take the world by storm in this Rugby World Cup. Could we see Samoa or Fiji really shine in this Rugby World Cup? There's a lot on the line, and what an opportunity for them to put themselves on the map, then cause an upset in the Rugby World Cup, which could cause a major headache for the Tier 1 nations. So you've got Ireland and Scotland in one group. If Japan maybe surprises, Scotland gets kicked out, or even Ireland, you never know, then the whole World Cup is thrown upside down, because what we're predicting generally is World Cup winners, who are your favourites, and no one's, I don't think, got into the thought of, can an underdog get into the semi for the knockouts, like a quarter-final? And I mean, anything's possible in a World Cup. A World Cup is when everyone really wants to play to the best of their ability. And if Japan can beat South Africa, they can do it again. And we're better. They've got home advantage now. They've got the crowd behind them. They've come a long way since 2015. So why not? They've just been playing Super Rugby. Had the ability to form a team, even though there were a lot of foreigners in the team, but they still had some stars in there to gel up. The Japanese Rugby League is taking off with a lot of foreigners playing there too, but it's still forming something special within Japan Rugby. So we can't count them out. So I'm excited to see what these guys have to offer and what they can prove. If we look at Pool A, you've got Ireland, Scotland, Japan, Russia, and Samoa. So Japan, Russia, and Samoa are your weaker teams. Those are the ones that you generally won't think are going to go through. You've got Ireland and Scotland, who you predict Ireland first, Scotland second. Then you've got Japan, Russia, Samoa. Now, Samoa are a tough nation. Pacific Island teams always give an absolute fight. Do I see them going through? No. Do I see Russia going through? No. Do I see Japan going through? Maybe. And their opportunity there to get through is to be Scotland. Now, judging between the two, you'd say generally Scotland is weaker than Ireland. But Ireland haven't had the greatest year, so they could maybe go through an upset. I mean, Scotland beat Ireland, Japan beats Scotland or Ireland, then it's a total remorse into that group. So I won't be surprised if Japan pull it through. I mean, I think a lot of people are saying they could. And, Scotland are a great nation, don't get me wrong, and they've come a long way since the previous World Cup. But don't count out Japan. It's their home after all. They get good points against Russia and Samoa, then it's a ball game. And it comes down to points, and we've seen how this Rugby Championship has been thrown a curveball, so who knows what could happen. If we go to Pool B, New Zealand, South Africa, Italy, Namibia, Canada. Namibia, Canada, I pretty much don't see going through. As much as Namibia is part of Africa, and I'd like to see them do well, I just don't see it. Italy, you'd think, will come third there. Again, Italy have beaten South Africa before. They cause an upset that could kick South Africa out the World Cup. Generally, you're looking at New Zealand, South Africa topping that pool. Do I see Italy getting in? Not quite. I really think that they will be third, but I just don't see anyone sneaking past South Africa and New Zealand, especially with what we've been witnessing in the Rugby Championship. Pool C, this is the party pool, I think that the 10-14 call it. The pool of death, you'd say, because you've got England, France, Argentina, USA, and Tonga. Now, USA have come a long way in rugby. They've definitely shown improvements and determination within the Rugby World Cup, so we can't really count them out. But do I see any of these teams going through? USA, Tonga? No. And the reason why I say that is because there's too much competition. It's going to be either England, France, or Argentina. Definitely top three. Definitely someone's going to win that pool. But I don't see an underdog going through in that one. The final pool, and this is a pool I think everyone's very curious about, because although we say the pool of death is with Argentina, France, and England, this pool has a very interesting undercard. Not undercard. The underdogs here are quite play quality rugby. So you've got Australia and Wales, who generally you think will top the log. Then you got Georgia and Fiji, Uruguay. Okay, Uruguay I'm not too familiar with, and they haven't really done anything to impress me. I know South Africa have clapped them before, but Fiji and Georgia are the most talked about teams from their respective levels, because Georgia, everyone's saying that they should get into the World Cup and join, replace Italy and join in, and then you got Fiji, who you say people say should join the Rugby Championship and boost that up, or Super Rugby, put a Fijian team in there, which I fully support and agree with. I'd love to see more Pacific Island teams within the Rugby Championship, or just make it a bit more competitive. And I mean, Fiji's played some quality rugby. I mean, just the other day they beat New Zealand Maoris, and they've shown a lot of talent and class within. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see an upset from here. I mean, Fiji, Georgia, you'd say they would be definitely fighting for third place. But you've got Wales and Australia. Now, Australia, yes, beat Argentina the other day, but they haven't played the greatest of rugby. So they're definitely a threat. You generally think, again, still, that Wales and Australia will dominate that group, but you just can't count out Georgia and Fiji. And for me, those are my three dark horses that you've got to watch out from, the underdogs. Japan, Fiji, Georgia. I think they pose the biggest threat within this Rugby World Cup, and could cause an upset. And remember, it goes on point scores. So these guys get bonus points, and Australia failed to do it and lose to Wales, or vice versa. And then Fiji calls up with one heck of an upset. It kicks a team out and it brings them in. So Pool A and Pool D are my thoughts of where I could see a possible upset. So either Fiji or Georgia or Japan. If I have to pick a team that could cause an upset, I have to go with Japan. Home ground advantage, got the crowd behind them. They've come up a long way. They've beaten South Africa before. Who's saying they can't beat Scotland or Ireland? It's definitely possible, and could cause one hell of a headache. So who do I see maybe through? Possibly Japan. But again, it's going to be one hell of a World Cup, and I think everyone from a competitive level is going to play to the best of their ability. Obviously, other pools are predictable, but for me, I won't be surprised if Japan get into the semi-finals or quarter-finals. That's just my thoughts. Let me know who you watching out for in the dark, or from the underdog point of view. Is it Fiji? Because a lot of talk is about Fiji. But for me, I'm watching Japan. I think they're a great nation, and they're at home. So they definitely pose a threat. So curious to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a smash that thumbs up button. And subscribe, as I said, if you are new, because there's loads more content coming. Don't go anywhere, guys. Always appreciate the support. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.